Let me turn the radio down a squirt. I don't know who all's there yet. How do you like my hat? I got my Wild Roots hat when I was in Santa Cruz. God, I'm all whited out. I'm on whiteface. And because I needed a black hat because I always wear black, right? And as I drive away, right there in the middle of the forest, lying on the lane, off to the side is this hat. And I thought, thank you, universe. Okay, so let's do our reading out here, yeah? Looks pretty good. I have all my stuff at my desk, but... Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so I decided, if you guys have watched today's reading, I thought it was, I like doing it that way, past, present, and future, right? So where we were, where we are, and where we're going. So I'm going to do today's reading that way, and then I'm going to do 5 people. So if you are, Sherilyn, hey you. So if you are available to write down the 5 people and keep them in order for me, because we all know I won't be keeping them in order, then I'm going to do today's reading. I want to put you up here. How do I do this? I'll do it like that. There. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to do today's reading. Hi. And I guess I don't know what deck I'm working with. I think I'll work, I want to kind of do it with like a tarot deck. Hi. Not like a, well, this is an animal tarot. And then I have the angel tarot, and I have the fairy tarot. Oh, I just heard fairy tarot. Okay. So we're going to do fairy tarot. But when we do our readings, we might mix it up a little bit. So we're going to give you guys items to choose from, like we always do, right? So I have to turn the radio off. I was hoping I could listen, but I can't. It's going to drive me nuts. So we're going to choose from items. Hi, internet is messed up in portions here. Oh, okay. Okay, hi. Wow, there's a lot of people here. This is fun to do this. Good. It was either go for a walk in the rain or do a reading, and I think I want to do both. So the items that we're going to choose from. Okay, for our weekly reading. They're not our weekly reading, our daily reading. Ooh, the peacock. The cluster of peacocks, but I saw the peacock feather. I don't know if you guys can see that with the light, but there's one. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Hold on. There. Then I can see what you're seeing. So you couldn't see the peacock feather. So there's one. It's the vase, basically. Everything happens for a reason. My best friend gave it to me. So that's one choice. The other choice is the angel holding on to the orphan kitty. The other choice is the white angel. And the last choice is Max, my dog Max. Best friend, loyalty, love, friendship. He's got something to say. Oh, good. Thanks, because you know I'm going to miss, I'm going to forget those. Write down my choices. I said that, didn't I? I need to start writing them down because I forget them and then we're all a mess. Okay, so I began with the peacocks, right? The peacock. So we'll do that. I'll put it up close and personal. And we're going to work with the fairy tarot. So for those who chose the peacock feathers or the cluster, these are all feathers that have been brought to me just recently by the angels themselves. Like these have been dropped in my driveway when I was up in Boulder Creek, all of these. So my best friend gave me that. It's everything happens for a reason. That's the truth. So for those who chose that, I'm going to start at, okay, so at, I don't even know what time it is. I'll have to do that part of it later because it doesn't show when I go live, it doesn't show me the time frame. So here we go. Past, for those who chose the peacock and the feathers, past. Woo, the whole bundle dropped. So I feel like hold on a second. I got to put some lotion on my hands because I'm not going to be able to shuffle. too dry, so it wasn't really a fair drop. I literally couldn't hold on to them, so that wasn't really, you know, take the card from the top. Now, if it happens again, we'll go with that, but I doubt it. I feel it had more to do with the fact that I have got super dry hands right now. I've been cleaning a lot. Okay. Hold on. All the necessary things. Everything's so dry. My lips are dry. I was going to go for a walk and it's about to rain, so that's why I have my hat, but hell. Okay. Let's do this again. Past. Hi. Okay. There we go. So in the past, should I just show it full? No, because I want to see it too, so we can talk about it. So, for those who chose the peacock feather, in the past you were worried. You're stressed out. 9 is something ending. Winter is cold emotion. You're up at night, not able to sleep, worrying about things, focusing on the worst case scenario. You're letting your worry you're getting carried away with it. You're letting your mind do a number on you. Your mind can create a really bad picture, you know, especially at night. Things are always better in the daytime, but at nighttime, it's like, oh God, all the things that you don't want to think about during the day all pile up, and at nighttime, it just hits you, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm never going to get out of this. I don't see a way for this to be fixed. My health conditions are horrible. I can't get Lily to eat. My work phone has gotten quiet, blah, blah, blah. So anytime we have negative thoughts like that, and we allow those thoughts to control things, we're creating that scenario. So we are making things worse. This is where we were. So when we are reiterating or thinking about it, it's like an affirmation. Instead of a positive affirmation, it's a negative affirmation, but we manifest them much more quickly, even than positive affirmations, because it's so easy to go negative, right? It's so easy to say something negative. Hello, sorry, I swiped away the comments. I couldn't see you guys. So when this happens, Spirit wants us to just take a breath. You know, you're creating, maybe you're having a hard time sleeping. That's why you're awake at night. I'm not able to sleep at night, and then I start thinking about things, and my mind starts kind of overanalyzing things, and I'm digging myself into a hole. But basically what Spirit was saying is, while this is going on, it wasn't really truthfully real. Not the way you thought it was. It was unfounded. It was kind of like you were carrying all the weight of the world on your back, thinking that you had to do it all. And you weren't thinking about the fact that Spirit's here to assist you, or things are actually happening for a reason. Or maybe you're not working because you're working too much, and your body is actually feeling the way it is because it's overtired. A lot of times when we're tired, we're run down. We say things, we think things that actually we wouldn't feel if we were in a better place. Hi, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. So it's also about being guilty, feeling guilty when you shouldn't, taking that on. So that's where we were. Okay, that's where we were. So where we are, where have we progressed? The peacock, which is resembling most the Phoenix rising. Where have we progressed from that place to now? Have we gotten any better? I'm doing 5. So where we are now, oh my God, we're still there. That's not good. So we're still here. And so Spirit's telling you, look, you know what? You're creating this. You're creating a disaster for yourself. You are creating your future by what you're thinking. So don't go there. Find out from Spirit in all actuality what the truth of the situation is. Lily's not going to die because she's not eating. We'll figure it out. Spirit's already told me that. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to stress about it. My work slowed down because I was freaking tired. Also, and Spirit kept trying to get me to slow down, and I wouldn't. So they know the way to make me slow down is to make my work phone get quiet, right? Also, I found out that my work company is literally charging more. They're taking more of a cut than I'm getting. So I needed to up my prices, which I was adverse to doing. I didn't want to do that. I'm worth it. But for some reason, we have a difficult time asking for our worth. So I'm using myself as an example because I can't use everybody else, right? So I upped my prices. I thought, good, I am worth more. They're taking more money than they should be taking, and I deserve more, so I'm going to up my prices. And the people that call in are going to be people that I want to hear from and that I can help, and Spirit can handle it. So I let that go, and I stopped worrying about it. But clearly, it takes a little time, right? So for us to have been in that worst case scenario, thinking the worst case scenario, staying awake at night, worrying, stressing, when Spirit's telling us not to stress about it, we haven't moved. So where are we going from this space? We've been there, we continue to stay there because we're overanalyzing, because we keep saying the same things again and again. So how do we change that? We change it by shifting our perspective, changing our speech. We start saying, all is happening exactly as it is meant. Things happen for a reason. I don't know if that comes in reverse when you guys look at it, but this is what it says. Things happen for a reason, just believe. It was a spur of the moment, Sandy. I sent you a message, but I went on live right after that. I thought maybe you were off with your family. So we gotta shift our speech. We gotta shift our speech, and we gotta start saying everything's fine. I have an abundance of money flowing to me. The solution to the problem is going to be ingenious. Spirit has shown me that they're going to be opening windows where there were once only walls. I'm going to give them 5 minutes to do it. I'm going to do what I need to do to help myself sleep at night. Why am I not sleeping? Do I need to get a new pillow? Do I need to change my sheets? Does my room need to be cooler? Does it need to be warmer? Do I need to turn off all communication with the internet or the television or the phone or movies or reading a little bit before? I have been, because you've got all that stuff going on in your head, and then you try and sleep, and your mind's got to have a little time to slow down. Am I eating too late before I go to sleep, which causes my stomach to... Whatever it is, think about the different things that you can do. So where are we going? Where are we going from there? What does the future look towards if we follow the advice that Spirit's giving us? 9 of spring. So we're getting 9, which is definitely the ending of something. So it could be that what you're worrying about, this job situation, you're moving away from that. It could be the end of that. It could be that you are needing to... I mean, the message here when you're looking at it, you see this girl walking through she's a fairy. So the grass blades are like a forest for her, right? And there's daffodils above. And if you look closely, there's ladybugs all down here. And ladybugs talk about wishes being fulfilled. So the message, however, is this is a spring is new beginnings. So something's ending soon and something else is going to be beginning. So you might be in a transition from one thing to another, which is kind of what I'm doing with my work, right? So what you need to do at this time is protect the fruits of your labor, is what the message is. So I put a lot of work and effort into this. What do I have to do to ensure that things are going to go well? I have to be available at certain times. I've got to be on. I've got to be awake, able to channel. I've got to be promoting. Anybody would like a private reading? My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My name is Sherry Columbus. If you would like help with dream analysis or long-distance Reiki healing, there's people online that can, right here that we're listening to, that can give you a recommendation. I am absolutely certain. And that is my work. I am gifting this to you. I'm gifting 5 people with a reading, but this is what I do for my work. So if you would like to have further insight on this, or a private reading, or like I said, Sage Wand, or long distance Reiki healing, or dream analysis, I'm your girl. So promote yourself. Prepare for challenges. Okay, well, at certain times of year, things are going to be slower. I'm talking about work. There could be all kinds of different things. If you see that you're exhausted, you're getting run down, or someone in your life is going through a difficult time, they're tired, prepare for possible challenges. Maybe somebody's going to be a little bit cranky. What are you going to do to avoid that? You're going to make sure that you're getting the sleep that you need. You're going to make sure that you are thinking ahead. You're paying attention to the signs. You're listening to the messages that Spirit gives you. So one of the messages that you're getting right now is that you need to protect your work. So protect your work. Is somebody possibly trying to steal your work? Are they trying to copy your work? is what do you have to do to protect your work? They're talking about that there will be possible challenges in your ahead. So prepare for that. Get ready for that. Recognize that that's coming and don't freak out and spin yourself into a spiral down. The fact that you're up awake at night, the fact that you're struggling, you're not sleeping, or your body's run down, you're tired, so maybe you need to prepare that, you know what, you might get sick. You don't want to get sick. That's going to cause a problem with your work. It's going to cause a problem with your health. It's going to cause a problem with anything that you're doing. So what do? You take care of yourself. We're going into fall. In other parts of the country, my friends in Wisconsin, it's getting cold, right? Dress appropriately. Eat the appropriate foods. Don't run yourself into the ground. Get stuff ready for yourself. Like for me, look what I just got. I'm in love with these things. Where are they? Ginger chews. Ginger chews. These are made from ginger. Check this out. They have 15 calories in one. There is... Where are the carbs? 1 carb. There are... Where's sugar? Sugar. It's so low, the whole thing is ridiculous. Like seriously. But it's basically, it's all made from ginger. This is going to help my stomach. I've had problems with my stomach. Helps me immune system. Make sure that you've got tea on hand. You've got hot lemon and honey, right? If you start feeling like you're getting a scratchy throat, home remedies straight away. Hot lemon and honey. Knocks it out. Knocks it out. Do what you can to protect yourself as far as your body, as far as your immune system. At this time, if they're telling you to protect your work, I mean, there's competition out there in the world, right? So make sure that you protect yourself from toxic energy, toxic people. Keep your work in an area or yourself in an area where it's toxic free, environmentally friendly, right? So the work that I was doing, that's Spirit helped me. Here's an example. They raised their prices. They cut my commission, which meant I had to raise my prices. Before this, I was having all of these toxic people call in, right? Because it was inexpensive for them. They were angry. They were upset. They were firing questions. They were not spiritual people. They were not people that wanted to know what Spirit's guidance was for them in their life. They just want to know, is he coming back? When's he coming? Is she going to find out about this? What did that girl say about me? It was all it was crap. Gossip, negative, toxic shit. I dealt with a lot of people that were married people that were cheating, and I didn't want that energy. I've made it clear again and again to Spirit. I don't like this. I don't want to help people like this. I don't like this. So what did Spirit do? My prices were they raised their prices and they slashed mine, which caused me to elevate my prices, which caused all of those people to be weeded out. The only people that are calling me are my regulars, or people that absolutely know this is a person who is connected. This is a person who has guidance and she's dead on. I get those people. So I'm getting the phone calls. Like today I took 2 phone calls, just 2. I spent probably 4 times the amount of time on the calls with the people that I got, and didn't deal with all the other little calls in between that I wouldn't have gotten any money. So basically Spirit weeded out the garbage. They took the toxic energy away. They're allowing me, I will still work on that page, but I'm only going to work with quality people, right? People that want to hear what Spirit has to say, because that's my job. That's what I want. Sometimes we don't realize what Spirit's doing to help us, and we've asked for it. So we're talking about preparing for possible challenges. That is a preparation. This is a toxic environment. How do you rid yourself of that? That was one way Spirit helped me. So instead of thinking, oh my God, my phone's not ringing, they've slashed the prices, they've upped their commission, I realized, I got exactly what I asked for, right? I got people who know my worth, who are going to pay for what I'm worth, who want to hear what Spirit has to say, and I don't have to deal with the toxic energy. What do I do in the meantime? Stuff I like. I do this now. I did my calls this morning. I found out when my tax lady, I told you guys this, I found out when my tax lady did my taxes, she goes, do you know that they're making more than you? I just looked at it today. They're making more than I am on every call. And I said, so basically I could just do a couple of calls and then spend the rest of my time leisurely doing what I like and make the same amount of money as and she said, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I did my calls. I thought, okay, it's Saturday. You know what? Let's do a soul family meetup, right? I'm prepared. I'm prepared for possible challenges that lie ahead, and I'm dealing with it in the way that Spirit's guiding me. So for you, it's also about environmental activism. So it's about being, this is the future. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focusing more on protecting the fruits of our labors in whatever way that is. How do we do that? What's vital for me? What's in my highest good? What is more conducive to my soul's path? Maybe it's not working with that company at all, right? Now, I'm using myself as an example. You guys have to figure out how this works for you. I think I like this more rounded, right? Yeah, that's more feminine. I look like a little freaking gangster boy. Okay. And in the future, we're going to prepare. We're going to get ready. We're going to think, okay, it's a slow season, right? Sometimes it's a slow season. Prepare for that. Don't be blowing all your money, ringing up your credit cards when you know that you're going to have to pay this. It's about being more responsible. Also, environmental conservation. So I'm always about nature. So it's about paying attention to that, right? It's about taking care of when you're out there. Like I said, when I was going to go down in the cave, I got... when I was up in Santa Cruz, one of the messages was, hey, you know what? If anybody goes down there, bring a plastic bag because people are trashing it and there's trash everywhere. I didn't even want to go down there because that was too upsetting for me. But I do that. I always have in my backpack a bag to pick up garbage. So that's going to be important in our future. Protecting wildlife, protecting animals, environmental activism. It's almost like, you know, growing your own vegetables, growing your own herbs, herbal medicines. That's what I'm doing, right? That's in the future. I like that. That's where we're going into. Wow, you guys have said so much, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to see everything because I was talking. I will go back and do, I'll go back and read. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't follow you all while I'm doing this. Okay, so that was the first. That was for the feather, for whoever chose the feather cluster. So the next one was, what was it? The site froze again? Oh, that's frustrating. The next one was the cat with, the angel with the cat, wasn't it? Wasn't that one of them? Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Slacker. Yeah. I work 24/7. Okay, so we're going to go to past, present, and future for whoever chose Mama Kitty holding her baby kitty. That's me. And we're going to use the animal tarot. Okay. So correct for neutrality. Holly wrote a song and she sent it to me the other day, her and Mike Bleck, my friends in Sturgeon Bay. It made me smile like I can't tell you. It came at the perfect time. I was driving and I just pressed it and I listened to it, and it felt like a good old song, you know? It was one of those sing-along songs where if everybody had the words, that you would remember the words easily and sing along. And I thought, God, I miss my soul family back there. You know, I miss my musician friends and family back in Sturgeon Bay. It's pretty cool that all my friends are so freaking musical. I miss that, but that was fun. That was really cool. Okay, past. Where were we in the past? Wow, we were in a good place. The star. We were wishing on a star. Yes, we were, because I said this is for me. So this was taking a leap of faith. This was being hopeful, reaching for the moon, shooting for the moon and knowing you were going to land amongst the stars. I wasn't really shooting for the moon. I was shooting for one particular star, and I still am. So it was about being optimistic. It was about being faith-filled. It was about knowing that you were on the right path and going after it. Knowing that you were going to expand, all the worry that you were, because this is the truth, because this is what I picked, and that is the truth. That's where I was, right? That was a good place to be. It was a place of trusting in spirit and knowing that you're going to move forward and that whatever difficulties there were, they're going to be replaced with positivity. And that I knew, I trusted something wonderful was coming home, right? I trusted that. So that is the truth. Okay, so it's the feathers. It was the kitty. It's the white angel, and it was Max, the dog, right there. Those are your choices. So I chose, I got to figure out what I choose. Oh, thank you. Thank you for missing me. It's good to be missed. I'd rather not be missed. I'd rather be there. But I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. I am sitting here with arms and heart wide open and excited to watch the universe open the walls and create windows where there were only walls. I want to see it. I want to see it. Bring me the money, bring me the opportunity, bring me the doorway, bring me my love. Bring it. I want to see it come through a wall. That's what I want. Past white, peacock feathers, cluster, small orphan kitty, white angel, and Max. Yes, that's right. Okay. So past, that's where we were. We were wishing on a star. We were being very hopeful and optimistic, and we were taking a leap of faith, following in what Spirit told us. So where we are now, where are we now? I'm going to shuffle these a little bit better. You know what's lacking on this is that I can't hear you guys. Correct for neutrality. Okay. Where are we now? Life experience. We're recognizing that everything that has happened has been a life experience. Everything has happened the way it was meant to happen. It talks about very, very important changes taking place in our life right now. That's what's going on right now. You see this field, and it's kind of like when the Fool, I don't know if I've got it right here. It depends on the deck, but it's kind of like when you start out on a journey, right? And here's the fields all in front of you. This is the vista that you're going to be traveling. It's kind of like when I start driving, and all of, I'm driving and there's Bakersfield driving. It's all open. It's just like nothing, right? So you're starting out on a journey, and you're sitting on the signpost here, and you're thinking, okay, I'm surveying where I'm going and what's coming. And what's going on here is all these butterflies, they're on the move, right? Butterflies are the seat of sexual energy and creativity, and they're all moving. There's more than this flock. There's this flock here, and there's a whole flock back here. And that little bird, which is interesting, when I was coming home from Santa Cruz, Boulder Creek area, I saw this little hawk sitting on a fence post, and I looked at her, and it was, I always used to call them kitty hawks because they were the little hawks. They're called Kesslers, I think, or Kessel. But it's the smallest little hawk, a sparrow hawk. And it was sitting on the fence, and I thought, there you are. And you know what was interesting was the town that it was in. The town is called Lost Hills, and it's a complete armpit of the world. I feel so bad for anybody that's living. I mean, the hills are lost, definitely. There's nothing. And there was that little hawk sitting there, and I thought, where are you going? And that's exactly what this hawk is saying. Where are we going? Where are we going? Because there's important changes that are coming. And it's going to require us to move. It's going to require us to take action. Wow, I'm moving. It's going to require me to move. I just got that. Okay. And what's going on is, this is a very positive life experience. 1 and 6 is 7. So 7 says you're on the right path and it'll exceed your expectations. So if you're being asked to move at this time, move forward, make a move, literally physically move your body. That's required of me, right? Right now I'm having this issue with this kind of hernia thing because I overdid it when I was doing the weights. I went down to do the weights last night because I figured I recovered enough, right? And I was pulling them down, and I realized that's what's doing it. When I pulled it down, it really engages your stomach muscles, and it was putting a lot of pressure on that. So these are the weights that I was pulling down upon myself, was causing pressure on myself. This is symbolic, right? As well as literal. It was just showing me. So I needed to do my exercise in a different way. I needed to get moving. I needed to start walking, which is great because that's why I'm all geared up for, in case it starts to rain, I'm going for a walk after this, right? So it's going to require you changes, life experiences, changes that are going to require you to get moving in different ways. So for me, I'm going to have to find different ways of exercising because I can't do that. Because of my surgery in my stomach, that's a very susceptible area for me. I'm not going to have a freaking hernia operation right across the stomach of my mermaid. I'm the mermaid, but I've got a mermaid on my stomach. And right there is where they'd have to slash her open, and that's not happening. So it's requiring me to make a change. This is symbolic. So in your life, there's changes that are coming that are going to require you to make a change, to make a move. You're going to need to act. The procrastination, we've been getting this for the longest time. It's over. We're going to have to make sacrifices. To get something, you got to give something. There's always a give and take in life. You're always going to have to make a sacrifice. You're going to have to give up this to get that. I'm going to have to give up working down in the gym, which was really good for me during the summer, right? It was too hot for me to walk. I'm going to have to give that up, and I'm going to have to get outside if I want to get my body working for me, right? What am I wearing? Oh, I've got like so many tops. I've got all these straps, and I'm thinking, what are all these straps? What does that mean? I've got all these straps. I've got all these straps on my shoulders. Think about that. God, Sherry, I've got all these straps on my shoulders. That's a lot of weight on my shoulders, right? A lot of pressure on my shoulders. I got to change some things around. That's a message. You see the one butterfly that's come to rest right there with the hawk? It's kind of like they're teammates. They're going to go together. It's the cuckoo bird. This is the cuckoo bird. You're a little bit cuckoo. So here's the cuckoo bird. And the cuckoo bird is talking about change. I can't do planks. That's what I was doing. No, the planks is what was hurting me. I am strapped down. I've got a lot of stuff strapping me down, right? Too many straps strapping me down, right? So Spirit's basically saying, all this change, this sexual energy, this creativity, it's all moving. We've been getting again and again. You've got everything you need. You've got all the tools you need to move forward. There's no reason for you to hesitate. So go, do what you need to do. Stop holding back what it is that you're wanting to bring in. Go after what it is that you're desiring, right? You don't have to wait until you have all this. So many people have an issue with, well, as soon as I get this done, I'll do that. As soon as I amass this amount of money, I'll do that. It's always about as soon as, and as soon as never comes. So I kept saying, yeah, I got to go on a retreat. Yes, I know I need to go on a retreat. Yes, I know I need to, but I can't afford to go back to Wisconsin. As soon as I get enough money. No, what Spirit said was, no, you're going to go now. You're going to go now. Get in your car and go. So a lot of times you think, okay, but I need funds to do this, that, or the other. What we need to do is we need to set the intention. My intention is I want this. Now, let the universe show you how they're going to bring that, how they're going to bring it to you. All you need to do is figure out where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do. And then they start bringing it towards you. So the cuckoo bird has a very unusual song that it sings, so you'll notice it. So the changes that are coming aren't going to hit you from the side. You're going to be given warning. I got from Spirit, you're going to be making changes to websites. You're going to be shutting down certain websites and you're going to be redoing other ones. That's what I was getting it for quite a while. We get our messages for quite a while and sometimes we don't pay attention to what we're getting. So this is where we are, okay? Right? Wasn't this the second one? Or was this where we were? Life experience. Tell me if this is where we were. And where we're going. So so is that where we were or where we are? I can't remember. Somebody tell me if I did 2 cards from this deck. We were wishing on a star, right? That was the first one. And then we were there. Okay. So now where are we going? Where are we going? What's coming, right? Where we are. Okay. So where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah! We are the Phoenix rising. We are releasing something. That's where we're going. We are releasing the past and we're going and we're blowing it away. We're letting it go and we're going to allow something new into our life, something better. There's an ending of something that is opening something else. 1 and 3 are 4, which means there are angels everywhere, all around you. We are completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. They will help you through any changes that are going to be happening. But this is the time to release the past, whether this is sadness, whether this is, you know, I've been through hell and blah, blah. Stop recounting that story. That story's over. Let that story go. This is about releasing the past to the eternal winds and allowing fresh energy to move forward and bring us the best. It could be, this is the death, the birth, and this is the transformation. Now we got the rebirth. This is what's going on. This is the resurrection. That's why it's the white bird. Do you remember my bird Albert, my peacock? His feathers, I've got them on my wall. This is the symbol. This is a prophetic time. This is probably something that's been foretold. Resurrection is not easy any more than, because it's like a new birth. It's a rebirth. So we have to, so basically this is where we're going to start again. We're constantly having to start again, over. So this may be a new relationship coming in. This may be a new job. This may be a new home, a new place, a new way of thinking. Whatever it is, you're ascending to the next level. And every time we ascend to the next level, it's a rebirth. So it's a new beginning again. So one door's closing. This work, one door's closing and another one's opening up. So I'm opening up to what's coming, right? Whatever it is in your life, Spirit is basically giving us an opportunity to reinvent an aspect of our life, to welcome in maybe a dream that we've shut down. Whatever it is, something that's been holding us back, the straps that have been tying us down, we're snapping them, we're cutting them loose, and we're moving forward. So sometimes the endings happen like we don't, Spirit ends something and we don't like the way it ends, but we have to understand everything's happening for a reason and it's in our highest good. And if we need help, we call upon Spirit to help us through the transition, through the change. I mean, the symbol of the phoenix, this is the phoenix rising. The peacock is most resembles the phoenix rising. So Spirit's wanting, they're basically saying you need to let go. You need to let go of the past. You need to fully cut cords. You need to release the sadness, the anger, the blame, the judgment, whatever. Just put all the lessons in your belt. That's your tool belt, right? And recognize that what you have presented in front of you is something that's going to bring about a time for celebration. That's why when I looked at him, I'm like, yay. I look at that peacock, those peacock feathers, and I think celebration. I didn't see release. I thought celebration. So that's what is coming. And so Spirit wants us to rise from the ashes and embrace this change. It's good. We're guided. Okay. So that's for the ones who chose Mama Kitty and her baby. And then we go to the white angel. That was my mama's angel. And 4 or 5 times I knocked her off the wall and broke her until I realized, stop putting her back up on that same spot and getting her broken. Why do you keep doing the same thing again and again and expect a different result, Sherry? So now she's in a sacred spot and she's safe. If it's freezing, there's nothing I can do. You're just going to have to reload. It'll probably be okay when you go back. Sandy, can you step in for Sherilyn? Is Sandy still there? I'm sure she would if she's there. Okay, so we're going to go to the Angel Tarot for this one. Thank you. Thank you, Sherilyn, and thanks, Sandy. That's awesome. You guys rock. Okay, for anybody who chose the White Angel, what was the last one? Oh, Max. Max, I'm going to choose Max for me. I miss my dog. I had a golden retriever named Max. Maximus Decimus Meridius of Red Hawk was his titled name, and his name that he went by was Noodle, because he was like a noodle when he would get all excited. Nudes. He was a beautiful dog, and I miss him. All right, here we go. Past. Where were we? Woo! We were in a place of sadness. We might have been in a third-party situation. Not cool. Not cool. That's what the Three of Air represents generally, is a third-party situation. So it could have been 2 people caught and another one, or it could have been 2 people with other people coming in causing problems, or you're just in a situation that was sad. You see there was sadness. Great sadness. There could have been a death. There could have been a loss, a breakup of a relationship, a breakup of a family, a breakup of a partnership. Whatever it was not happy. It was full circle completion of something. And whatever it was, it brought about deep sadness. And I'm looking at air. Air represents words. So it could have been angry words because of maybe things that someone else said or did. It caused great sadness. So this is where you were. You were in a place where you needed to forgive either yourself or other people around you. Maybe you, I don't know, you've let yourself down. Whatever it was that made you sad, you were supposed to be brave. It's hard to be brave when you're feeling like shit, when you've been dealing with a conflict or a great disappointment or a great, great loss. A lot of people have transitioned into spirit. A lot of people, breakups. But it was about recognizing that, you know what, I have to forgive myself. I have to forgive the situation and move forward. I can't stay in this place. And it was a time of needing to heal. That's where we were. We might have been feeling misunderstood. We might have been feeling very lonely, very isolated. Yeah, we might have had revelations. Somebody telling us something. Wow, ripped the carpet right out from underneath. Yeah, that's where we were. Wasn't a fun place to be. So where are we now? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Where are we now? Whoa. So 2 cards fell on the floor, one facing up and one facing down. I'm trying to decide if I should take it. A lot of readers don't like to take cards that fall on the ground, but I just heard do it your own way. It's not, they're not you and you're not them. So I'm taking it. So where are we now? We're in a difficult place. So we're still in a difficult place. We had sadness before, but now we've got competition. Now we've got people that are, everybody's shooting around in a different direction. 5 of fire, it's very passionate. There could be angry words. There could be, other people, conflicting ideas about how to proceed, conflict with others, details that are bothersome. Like, mine went by really quickly. Last year tax time was really stressful for me. It isn't this time. But you could be dealing with something that is just a lot of annoyance and things that you have to take care of that all come at once. That's difficult. You're standing here in the center and everybody else is popping off at the mouth. Everybody else has a different idea. There's a competition. I have competition for work, right? So yeah, that's stressful. So bothersome details, conflict in a situation such as that. It could just be that people are disagreeing about how to proceed in a situation. It could be that you're in a situation at work that's very competitive. And you have to stand your ground. You've got to stand and keep yourself balanced and center in the middle of all of this. While all of this is, because what? A true master is able to find peace even amidst the chaos, right? So what do? You do whatever you need to do to keep yourself centered and balanced. Because right now, shit's hitting the fan. You can't control what goes on around you, but you can control how you respond. We don't want to react. We want to be the action. So at this time, whatever the challenges are, you can still find success. There is a solution that's possible here. You might be in a relationship with somebody that's like a push-pull, a competitive situation. I don't like that. Some people like that. Some people like a guy that pushes them away. Some people like a girl that gives them an attitude because they want what they can't have. They like the competition. I don't want a competition in a relationship. That's not fun for me. I don't get off on toxic energy. When I was up in Santa Cruz, somebody came at me and I said, and they said, "You're mad, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't like that energy. I don't want conflict. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here for peace. I don't want that." Some people like it. So maybe, and so when that happens, you have to ask yourself, why is that happening? This person doesn't really want to fight with me. This person's got issues that they're dealing with. Maybe they're upset and I don't really know that, and maybe buttons get pushed, right? So you can do what you can to diffuse the situation. you might just decide that this is not worth it for me. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. This has been going on far too long, right? I don't need to be in a toxic environment. I've already been run down. I've already been, you know, struggling here and having all these changes. The last thing I need is to deal with this bullshit. So you may decide to pull away from this. You've got to get to a place where you set your priorities, right? Where do I go? You're stuck in the middle. Here you are, right? And everyone else here is like, ah, and you're like, it's not even you, it's everyone else. So what do you do with that? So that's where we were, right? That's where we were? Or is that where we are? God, you guys, I don't remember. You don't have to be in an toxic environment. You don't have to take it on. You have to find your peace. Remind me, please, Sandy, is that where we were? Or is that where we are? I think it's where we are, right? So where are we going? Please, yeah, it's where we are. But I'm not, and I got that from Spirit, you know, there's going to be fights, and I'm like, no, there's not, because I'm not going to fight. I don't have to fight. I don't want to fight, and I'm not going to. Now, maybe there's going to be fights with my work, and I have to protect what's mine, right? I'm still not going to go at it like that. I'm going to let Spirit handle the fights. I call Archangel Michael in to handle the fights. I can be a fighter, but you don't want to see me when I'm a fighter. You guys have heard me. I'm the little gangster. I prefer not to be that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing the second one that fell. I'm only doing the one that went up right. Okay, so where are we going? Whoa. Okay, these cards are like throwing all over the place. Correct for neutrality. Where are we going? They're splitting all over. Okay, I have to choose a side. The deck is too big. Maybe I do it over here. Hold on. Where are we going? Correct for neutrality. Do you want me to split the deck? No? Okay. It's hard. My hands are hard. Should I just choose? Yes. Okay. It's this one. Wow. So this is a bummer. This is a bummer. So we're not going very far because right now we're at a clash. Where are we heading? Clearly, right now, for the next week, we're unable to make a decision. We're at a stalemate. Somebody is pretending that there's not a problem. Somebody is unwilling to move forward. There's two that are at this place. Now, it's either heart and head, or it's two people. So we've gone from conflict and competition and nobody knowing where to go and everybody fighting to two now trying to make a decision and not getting anywhere. So we can change that because it hasn't happened yet, right? This is where we're going. Do we want that? No, I don't want that. So I'm not even going to look into this. I'm going to ask Spirit, what can we do to alter this situation? Because that's where we're headed. We're headed to a stalemate. So somebody has to change their stance. So Spirit, what can we do? Great inner strength. Okay, so what we can do is release harsh judgments. So somebody's holding a stance. We need to show forgiveness and compassion. First to ourselves and then to others. That's where our strength is. You see Ariel riding on the tiger. I have a card and it says, walk gently in your wild nature, right? You don't always have to roar. You don't have to be aggressive. I don't want to be aggressive, but I'm not going to be your freaking doormat either. So what do? I'm going to find my center, my peaceful center, right? So we're going to release harsh judgments. We're going to ask for the ability to forgive. We're going to ask for the ability to show compassion. Currently in Venus retrograde, which means we'll be faced with issues in relationships. Yes, well, we're learning what we need to do because we're at a stalemate. And we don't want to be at a stalemate. We want to show inner strength, great inner strength, which means what would love say, what would love do. So this is where we're headed to a stalemate if we don't show this. We're headed to where we're not going to get, we're going to be at an impasse unless somebody can drop their ego pride. I say both people drop their ego pride. Come from a place of forgiveness and compassion. Don't think about what happened in the past. Don't dwell on all of that stuff, whatever it is. This is the Empress. And the Empress is, she rules over kingdoms. She's Mother Nature. She is Mother Earth. She is nurturing. She's loving. She is peaceful. She is looking for the way out of an issue. She doesn't want to have a debate. She doesn't want to have a fight. She doesn't want to get on her steed and scream and yell and be the Queen of Swords and slash people. She doesn't want to do that. This is not what you want to do. She's looking at the opportunities in front of her. She's seeing that these challenges, okay, what's going on? We're fighting, but why are we fighting? What is it that's triggering that? What can I find? I can look at a prickly thistle and I can see that that's painful, that hurts. Or I can look at that person or situation and ask why. Why does that person have this prickly exterior? What can I do to soften that? What can I do to soften that? What can I do to make this? How can I use my gifts to improve this situation? How can I use my own patience? How can I use my own lessons in my own life to understand and try and come from a place of kindness, using honey instead of vinegar, using kind words instead of sharp words. Remember we got yesterday with men. When everything is wrong, tell him you love him. I love you. I love you. I'm here for you. When she's upset, validate her feelings. I can understand why you're upset. Boy, I completely understand where you're coming from. That would be very upsetting. What can we do to make it better? That's what we're going to do. We're going to switch it around because we're not happy with being at a stalemate. Okay? Because we get to choose our future. It hasn't happened yet. So now we go to Max. And then we'll open up our reading. So for those who chose Max, I'm going to do the romance angels for this one. I just am. For one thing, the deck is smaller and my little hands can hold it. And for another, I don't know, I was shown that. So where were we? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose Max, where were we? Past. A new person had stirred our romantic feelings. There was a misunderstanding. There was a disagreement. These two are, she's not happy with him. She's in rags. He's down on his knees offering her a rose. She's pissed off. They've had I totally get this. They had a confrontation. They met face to face. Something was said. It was upsetting. She was upset. But Spirit spoke and said, wait, listen. There's something else going on here. This person, there was a love. This is where you were. It was a new love. Someone that very much moved you, but something went wrong. This person is a noble person. This person is a very hardworking person. They can be reverse roles. It doesn't have to be male, female the way they show. Spirit's asking the hardworking one, stop, wait. It's not what you think. Listen. You need to listen. Something's not right here. Things aren't necessarily the way they appear. You see two different classes of people. Was one judging another? Was one thinking the other was judging the other? There's an issue. There's an issue. That's where we were. Where are we now? Where are we now? But there was connection between those two. Both of them. It was a new love, but there was a problem. There was a misunderstanding. Okay, where are we now? This is the love of a lifetime. This love is real. You knew when you had that connection, but this is true love. This is confirmation. This is the one you've been waiting for. This is the romance of a lifetime. Look how she's comfortable with him and look how he wants to hold her and protect her. So what do you need to do in your relationship right now to make this be so? Because this is true love. There is true love here in the situation that we're speaking about. Are you asking for this to come in? Are you asking for a partner like this? in order for you to have a true love, a real love, an authentic love, you have to be truthful, authentically yourself, right? You've got to be what you're looking for. But when this message comes up, this is validation about someone that you're thinking about. Who is this person to me? This person has genuine feelings for you. This person genuinely loves you. And any difficulties that you might have can absolutely be overcome, because look at the love here. Maybe you need to have a conversation. Maybe you need to clear things up, because clearly there was a misunderstanding, right? There was upset. If you are not in a relationship, this is a message that it's on its way to you. And it's going to be a good one. So keep the faith. So where are we going? Where are we going? Let's watch. Oh, I'm not. I won't even say it. I don't want to create the future. Correct for neutrality. Not in that way, anyway. Where are we going? Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Yay! That's where we're headed. I know that, but I love seeing it. Okay. There was a coming together. It was a new love. There was mutual attraction there, but there was a problem. There was a misunderstanding. There was a difference between classes. There was a difference between, there were money issues. One may have had to go away for work because one was a noble knight and one was a working girl, right? Could have been the opposite, right? And then there was true love. You knew it was real. That's where you are now. You know it's real. And what is happening? You are having a reconciliation. Yes, we damn well are. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Yay! And it's designed by spirit, because this is coming from the clouds. So that's a freaking, I like that. I like that because I chose that one, and I just like getting confirmation. It's freaking awesome. So this doesn't have to be a lover for you. This can be a problem in a family. This can be, you know, you could have had, there was true love there, but we had an issue. It was, but come on, this is the romance angels. We're not really talking about that. This is definitely about reconciliation, about healing something, about figuring out what went wrong, about fixing things, about taking responsibility, right? Remember the other card, how there were conflicts and people competing, and then there was a stalemate. What do we have to do? We have to be forgiving. We have to be compassionate. We have to have our heart open. We have to be willing. We have to hold the mindset that all will be well. All can be well. You know what? I was shown that this is coming, but I don't want that. So how do I change that? I'm not going to fight with you. You can show me that, yeah, Sherry, you know, there's going to be a fight brewing here. Okay, well, a fight can't happen if I don't engage, right? I have a choice. And my choice is I choose peace. I choose love. I choose forgiveness. I choose to let the past go. I want my babe home. I don't give a fuck what happened. I want that person back in my life. I let go of the past. I release judgment. I have absolute and open heart. Why? Because I want a reconciliation. And so this is what's going to come. We can destroy this. We can go the other way and do what the other person was doing about the, you know, staying awake at night, biting their nails, thinking about the worst case scenario, overanalyzing, going around and around, worrying about what everybody else is going to think, whatever else is going to say. Oh, I'm going to look like an idiot going back there. I'm going to look like, you know, I'm going to let them get away with that, and I'm not going to stand up. What do you want? Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Right? I want a reconciliation. And the reconciliation is about figuring out what went wrong and fixing it. What role did you play in this? You're probably not even the same person you were at that time. You're different, and so would be the other person, right? So what have you learned from this situation? This is about taking care of unfinished business. The song I keep getting, the first part of it's not very good, because it says, I want to be holding you when I'm with someone else. I want to be holding you, and that's the part that I don't like. But it says, what's the point of continuing in this on? Everybody knows we've got unfinished business, and my mind goes to you. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals, it beats for you, right? Everybody knows we've got unfinished business, so what's the point in dragging this out? Let's do this. That's the song that I've been hearing again and again. It's the truth. This is about unfinished business. It's unfinished. It's time to move forward and bring this into our life. Let the past go is what we were told, right? all of the experiences we're learning experiences. We're bigger and better and braver and brighter than we were before. All right, that's it. Now we're going to do the 5 readings for the 5 peeps. I don't know who we are. You guys let me know let me know who's first while I get my ginger chew. If you guys haven't had these, they're the freaking bomb. They were literally $2.49 for a whole bag. I could eat this whole bag, and it's like, it's good for me. Carbs are nothing. Sugar is nothing. Everything is nothing. Oh, it's awesome. Oh my God. Watch if you have fillings though, because they're sticky. Holly. Okay. Holly. Holly gets the magical fairies. Because Holly sent me a magical song. And she was like a magical fairy that day for me. Perfect timing. Write down all the people again. What did you say? Holly is first. Who's next? Hi. Okay. I can't wait to reconcile with the love of my life. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait until I can show you guys him. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ooh, butting heads. Holly. Whoa, debt paid off. So, debt paid off doesn't have to be financial. It can be a karmic debt paid off. We all have karmic debts. Karmic debts are when we find ourselves in a relationship with a real difficult person, a soulmate. It pushes all the buttons and it's challenging. Those are karmic debts that we are paying off. So it could be this, or it could literally be that Spirit is bringing finances into your life so that you can pay off some debts. Either way, it works, right? What do you have to do to pay off your debt? That's another message, right? You're going to have a shift in your situation, but you have to take responsibility for it. So it's like me. I could go and I could get a credit card for this, a credit card for that, and a credit card for the other, and it would take care of my bills, right? But I would just be putting it on credit cards. That's not very smart. In order for you to pay off debt, you need to cut up your credit cards. So you're going to be given opportunities to reduce your debt in different ways. Who knows what they might be? Think about, do I need this? Is this something that it's vital for me to have? If not, don't spend the money on it. That's a way to help you get rid of your debt. Recognize that you deserve to live a life debt-free. I deserve to be karmically debt-free. This is, when I look at this, to me, this is my karmic debt has been paid off. And it has. Because when my karmic debt is paid off, my twin comes home to me. And I know we have. So that's what it means to me. For you, what do you feel it means to you? It shows that Spirit is supporting you. It's supporting you in ways of finances. It's supporting you in ways of opportunities. It could be, Holly, like, I don't know how you have it figured out, but I know that for me to record and produce my song and get it on Reverb Nation, we did it at Studio 333, right? You got to pay to use the studio space. I couldn't afford to do it when I lived there, so I was gifted an opportunity to go and be there for my song when I was with Richie and with Ryan Moreno, and I got my song produced and it was put up on Reverb Nation. That is a way of being gifted where I didn't have to pay that debt. Stuff like that can happen. Who's next? Robin is 4, Sandy is 3, Lisa Ann. Okay, Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann, you're getting your message from the Shapeshifter Oracle. That's interesting. I saw it right away. As soon as I got Lisa Ann, I got the Shapeshifter. Correct for neutrality. Hey, Lisa, did you get down from Canada? It's free to live in Arizona, just saying. Did you get your trailer down? My neighbors are selling an antique wood-burning stove. Oh, I want it so bad. It would be the perfect little stove in a tiny home. Oh, or a cabin. So beautiful. It's got 2 burners on top too, so if you can cook on it. Oh my God. Okay, for Lisa, Shapeshifters. Fiona and the Unicorn. I love this one. We just got this in a reading. So basically, you've got the gift of sacred sight. There's a pair. These two are so much alike that they almost blend into one another. You can see that the unicorn has this psychic antennae, very, 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 very prominent, alert. It's diamond and it's titanium plated, rainbow titanium. So it's protected, it's strong, and it's connected. Woo! Look at how that unicorn is looking at that girl. There's passion in that face. She's holding the roses up to her chest. Oh, I just noticed something for the first time. He's got a rose down here. So it's almost like he gave her those roses. So these two come forward and they're talking about sacred sight. 2 and 9 is 11. I always think of a pair when you see the number 11. But the number 11, I'll give you the spiritual meaning, the angel number meaning for number 11. It's always talking about your thoughts being positive. Keeping your thoughts focused in the right direction. So for 11, I say it all the time, right? Oh, 1 and 1 is 11, you know, pair. But 11 means stay positive because your thoughts are materializing rapidly. You've got to be very, very consciously aware of what you're thinking because you want to assure positive outcomes, right? So you only want to focus on the good in yourself, in the other people, and in the situation. That's what number 11 is telling you. So with Fiona and the Unicorn, there's a giant mountain behind and it's covered in snow. That's frozen emotion. So these two are down in a meadow though, and they are where the field is. You can see that their hair is very, very bright. So these ones come forward to let you know that this is a time where your abilities and your gifts are growing. Your clairvoyant abilities are growing. You will be having more lucid dreams. You may have prophetic dreams. You may be getting visions. You're awakening to another level. We're constantly reawakening. So right now we're constantly awakening at this time. This is when we get flashes. I've been getting this a lot lately where I see something, right? And I'll turn and I'll look and it's not there. It's like a flash. You might see colored auras around people. You might, this is when you get epiphanies. This is when the energy around you is basically, it's the spirit world and the animal world, the natural world is speaking to you through your third eye, through your intuition, through your dreams, through your thought processes. And these ones are here to help guide you. So sometimes, and Sandy and I talk about this, you know, sometimes we feel like it's a curse, our gifts, right? Oh my God, it's overwhelming. But it doesn't have to be. This is a time where things might start coming really, really quick. That happened to me when I was up in Santa Cruz. I was in Felton. I love Felton, by the way. I was with my friend Fern, and we were at the farmer's market, and I ran into that guy, that Harlan, the juggler. Do you guys remember me talking about the guy that was juggling the rainbow balls? I know you guys remember me talking about it, because I talked about it a lot. I kept seeing the juggler. Somebody's juggling rainbow balls, and it was him. So when I got there, I saw him, first of all, and he resembled my twin. My twin's much more beautiful, but he resembled my twin. He sounded like my twin. He was slim like that. He was tall. He had these sparkly eyes. He reminded me so much of my twin. And I felt his energy before I saw him. And he started to juggle, and I thought, whoa. And I said, tricky magician, and I called him the magician. And I felt like my twin's channeling through this guy, right? Then he showed me his sacred geometry necklace. After that, and then he said, I am Aquarius. Remember the reading when I kept saying, I keep hearing, I am Aquarius, I am Aquarius, I am Aquarius? So anyway, it started boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, whoa. And I started trying to process it right then. And Fern's standing next to me. And I'd only known this kid. He's like 27, right? He's younger than my daughter. Super cool guy. And he's a crystal child. And he's awakening. And he's watching me, and I was, everywhere I would turn, I said, I think I should give him my business card. And his name was Harlan, right? Harlan. I turn and I look and I see a sign and it says no on H. No. But I did it anyway. I fought it, right? And there was another sign. I was just getting boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, somebody right next to me yells out, Jake! And I laughed. I was like, okay, I'm getting completely overloaded right now. And so I went and we sat in the car, and he says, okay, you need to relax. And I said, I know. I said, it's coming so fast. I just need it to slow down. I just need to, he goes, you need to breathe. So I just sat there and I was just like, you don't understand. You don't understand. I've seen him. I've been given this. I've dreamed about this. I've heard him, auditory. I've heard him say, I am Aquarius. I've heard this. I've seen the rainbow, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, well, is it possible that when you get that, that's just confirmation that you are where you're supposed to be, that they're showing you where you were going to be and you're getting, yes, but it happens really fast. So for you, when this happens, it could become very overwhelming. And a lot of times you feel like you're losing your mind. You're going crazy. You have dreams. I don't understand. Why am I dreaming this? Why are these songs coming? Why is this coming so quickly at me? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then you can work yourself up into it like a panic attack, or you can think to yourself, this is not a gift. I said to Sandy, you're channeling. You're channeling a message to me. You are getting a message. You are channeling. And she goes, this is channeling? I don't like this. And I said, well, you know what? Then you just tell Spirit to slow down. Because when it came to me, I was already warned. This is going to come, and it may start coming very, very quickly. If it comes very quickly, Spirit doesn't know what it feels like to be us. They don't know. Only the ones that were lucky enough to be born and live this life down here and experience this world understand what it feels like to be a spirit creature in a human suit. They don't understand that because they weren't there. So then you call an ascended master in to help you, because an ascended master is someone that did experience life on earth and is now ascended to spirit. So for me, Archangel Michael always works with the twin souls. My mother is an ascended master. Who would know me better than my mom, except for my real father, right? She understands me. Mom, I need you to help me out. You know, I ask for guidance from my ascended masters. They get it. Slow it down. It's coming too fast. And so they did. It totally just kind of went, whoo, and it diffused a situation. So you don't want to get to the place where you feel like this is a curse. This is not a curse. This is a gift. When you are able to get prophetic dreams, prophetic messages, when you're getting things, I dreamed for my client 2 nights before. I knew she was going to call me very, very upset, and I was able to not only give her Spirit's message, but completely explain and prove to her that what I was getting was accurate because I had already dreamed it, and I showed it to her. And that was amazing. That is an amazing gift. To be able to do that, to take somebody who feels like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this relationship. Oh my gosh, it's falling apart. It's not going to work. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. This person loves you. This person's called for you. This person put an order into the universe. I can prove it because I dreamed it in detail. Look at your name. This is what he said, blah, blah, blah. And everything had been verified with the things that she said to me. That is a gift. So at this time, when you're going through stuff like that, call upon Spirit to help you work through, right? Keep yourself hydrated. It's really, really important. I talk to you guys all the time about chia seeds and about lemons, right? Taking lemons and freezing them in the freezer and then grating the whole lemon. That keeps your water alkaline. Alkalinity. When you have what is it that they would put? Fluoride. Fluoride clogs your pineal gland, so it clogs your third eye so that you can't see or understand accurately. So we need to not have not have fluoride anything, and you need to drink alkaline water. Well, that's the easy, yummy way of tasting alkaline water. Chia seeds are there to help retain the moisture, because we need to hold the moisture in our body. We need to keep our third eye lubricated. We are made of water. It's very important. These are things that you guys need to understand. This might be a time that you're inspired. I said that to Sandy, right? And she was like, I can't write, I can't paint, I can't do anything right now. My mind's going crazy. I'm like, okay. But as soon as you do calm down and you realize, wow, I was channeling. Now, Sandy, couldn't you paint the most amazing picture of yourself channeling? Your vision of that? Now that you understand that, it gives you ideas, right? Like, look at this. Don't you think that was me when I moved to Sedona? That was me when I met my twin soul, naked, open, and vulnerable, being assisted by spirit, in a place of the red earth, the red hawks, and the ravens flying above me, the messenger, magic and miracles, everything, downloads were coming, downloads, 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 right? There's my mind. That's me. That's me connecting and channeling. Sandy, you're an artist. Paint yourself channeling. That'll be one of our cards. Channeling, getting channeling messages, dealing, that'll be one of our cards. Dealing with downloads. Dealing with downloads, that's what we'll call it. Okay. What is somebody asking me? Somebody, hold on. Studio on Wednesday. Oh, you're so very lucky. It's at 3:30. I thought it was studio 3:33. The times they are changing. Looks like lots look at the trailer, but maybe I should be looking at a truck. Yes, you should be looking at a truck and keep the freaking trailer. I already told you that. I'm gonna ask Lisa, because I already got that. You're not supposed to get rid of that trailer. You're supposed to keep it. Get a freaking truck. I found out that my little car can pull a casita. So I'm wondering if I should get a casita to pull, or if I still have my friend looking at trading my car in. I have a 2016 car, right? Loaded. Trading that in on a 4Runner that I could pull a trailer. So let's see. Are you supposed to keep the trailer? Not the right time to sell the trailer. I told you. Not the right time to sell the trailer. Wow. Get the freaking truck. Okay. Don't anybody get mad at Sandy. She's just the messenger. I mean, she's the secretary. I said 5 people because Spirit told me 5 people. That's a lot of work and a lot of energy for me. Beautiful confirmation. Many changes happening. Right on. Good deal. Thyroid surgery may have helped. The older I get, and hopefully wiser, the easier it seems to, and it won't let me see more. It won't let me see the rest of your message. Sandy's 3. 5s are high, yes. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are the bomb. Apple cider vinegar with the mother. You need a little bit of that in there too. Okay. Who am I doing? Sandy. Sandy, do you want Oracle of Shadows and Light? Let me know if you want Oracle of Shadows and Light. I'm just going to organize things a little bit here. I don't like things messy. It's like I'm getting prepared to living in a tiny home. My home's small enough. I knew you would. Okay. This is my favorite deck too. It is. The easier I can handle everything coming at me fast. Yes. You just have to ask them to slow it down. Because they will. And you know what? If you don't ask, they won't. They'll figure, you know what? Hey, to whom much is given, much is expected. And I'm like, okay, you're expecting a lot from me, okay? Bring my babe home and we'll do it together. How about that? I can help him. That's one thing that I wish my twin understood. He's so freaking connected. He's so amazing. But when we come together, what we can do together is going to be like, boom, boom. With our prophetic dreams and our lucid dreaming and the connections that we have, like we wouldn't be guided. I'm so freaking guided. I just want to help. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Sandy. Sandy. I think it's Sandy and Danny on Greece. Figured what out? That you should keep the freaking trailer? Yeah. I looked at that trailer. The trailer's badass. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm jealous of anybody that has a trailer. I am. I've got a little hummingbird visiting me right now. Hello. Oh, he's drinking lots. He's getting lots of nummy nums. Oh, and as soon as I turn him around, he runs away. Always. He never likes to be filmed. He represents my twin. And that means you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. If you're watching, babe, and I know you are. Yes, ask them to slow it down. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels for Sandy. Sandy, what is the most important message for Sandy? What a perfect day for this. My landlord's all pissy because we have solar panels and it's all gray. And he's like, we're not generating any electricity. And I'm like, yeah, but it feels good. Okay, Sandy. All right, Sandy. This is about releasing. We know what we talked about. Remember the other day, the upset and then the shower afterwards? This is about how you've allowed your beautiful dress of symbols and feminine power to be tarnished. You've allowed, and sometimes it's not our fault. It's sometimes we can't do anything about it. It's about toxic energy. It's about a difficult situation that you were trying to say, you didn't like it, but you were trying to, what's the word? Not justify, but like, I'm a mother. I'm the mom. This is what's expected of me. This is what I need to do. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? You were trying to. What is the word? Why can't I think it? It's kind of like making excuses, but it's not. You're trying to justify, trying to say that it was all right, but it wasn't all right. It wasn't all right. And what it was doing is it was bringing tolerate. Yeah, that's a word for it, but it's even a different word than tolerate. Tolerate is like, I don't like it, but I'm putting up with it. This is more like, I'm the mother. This should be expected of me. This is something that I should deal with. When in all actuality, it doesn't matter if you are the mother, or you are the brother, or you are the husband, or you are the wife. It doesn't matter. When people are throwing toxic energy at you, you don't need to take it on. But it's gotten to the place where it's covered over. And so it's kind of like all these straps, right? All these straps on my back, all this weight that I'm allowing to strap on me, right? You're welcome. Happy Thanksgiving in Canada. Rock on. You have to remove it. So you did. You did. And what you're going to find is because right here, this is like a can of whoop ass, right? Three-headed monster in here. Which is what you let loose, right? You can either stuff it, like put a cork in it, or you can let it loose. And you let it loose. You took that and you're just like, you know what? I'm not tolerating this. My boundaries are here. This is the way this is going to be. This is my home. And you may be my family, but this is my home. And in my home, I don't want toxic energy. You need to go. That's you standing your ground. That's you saying, you know, this is my space. Doesn't matter if it's your son, if it's your uncle, if it's your aunt, if it's your mom, if it's your brother. Doesn't matter who this is, a friend. Doesn't matter if this is in a work environment. Whatever the situation is, it's not conducive to peace in your life. And so you then say who you are. This is also about speaking your truth and being who you truthfully are and standing up for your beliefs, not compromising your principles, your integrity, your belief system because someone else doesn't get it, because you're awake and they're not. And when you do this, you define your boundaries this way, you have put a cork in it. All the crap that they've been spewing at you. And, oh! My osprey's here. See him? See him? Did you see him? Oh my God. That's a really good messenger. Come back. Why do you only give me a glimpse? Oh, I was plugged in and I couldn't turn us around fast enough. I wanted to zoom in on him. He is so beautiful. So this goes along with the message. Because what I was going to say, I like being outside here. I was probably supposed to come outside. I'll let you guys take a look out here. So let's keep an eye out and see if he comes back. He's so freaking sexy. God. So once you define your boundaries and you say, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. This is my true authentic self. I'm not going to worry anymore about what anybody else has to say or think. I don't even care if you're my family. This is who and what I am, and you will respect me. You don't have to agree with me, but you will respect me. And when you do that, the people that aren't going to be in your life, the people that are going to think you're a freaking nut, the people that are not good for you, toxic, what do? They leave your presence. And what did I say to you? Consider it a retreat. Consider it a vacation. Yeah, but that person is so proud. They're never going to come back. They're never going to, you know what? If they're not coming back, if they're going to be arrogant and not understand that you deserve respect and respect your boundaries and respect who you are and respect your beliefs, then they're not supposed to be in your energy. They're toxic for you. Whether that's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your child, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're not in your highest good and they got to go. So spirit has that happen sometimes, and sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's difficult. But you have to understand what you did the right thing. And once you do that, then all of a sudden this tarnish comes off and you've released your power. You know what? I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't being egocentric. This is my home. This is who I am. I deserve respect in my own home. And you now know where I stand. Right? And people, a lot of times, if people don't know where they stand, they don't know how to behave. Well, now he knows how to behave, doesn't he? Right? You want to talk to me? You speak to me with respect. Right? You don't have to agree with what I'm doing or what I'm feeling or what I'm saying, but this is who I am and this is the way it's going to be. So when that happens, other people fall away from your life. Right? We don't have to worry about being around toxic energy or people that are not on our highest good, because they will naturally not want to hang out with us. So it's kind of like a blessing. I've got the same thing right now. My daughter's not speaking to me. It's her birthday, October 14th. She's not speaking to me. Not because I did anything, but I'm not going to deal with the toxic energy. If you can be respectful of who I am and what I do, and I am that way with you, then we'll get along fine. If not, consider ourselves on a retreat. So when that happens, people pull away. We lose the toxic energy. We're on a retreat, and you will start then, which is what has already happened with you. You know this. You're going to start getting your messages and signs. They're going to start flooding in fast. See, now that's what happened, Sandy. That's what happened. You went through that whole thing. Now hold on a second. Let me do this. When you have an awakening generally happens after a traumatic event. A death in the family, losing a job, losing a child. You have an awakening. The major shake-up awakening process happens then. But then as you awaken again to another level, it's always going to be triggered by something. So that is what happened with you. That happened to you. It doesn't matter that it's family, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be forever, right? You stand your ground. You come. I send my daughter love. I love my daughter, right? But it's not. If it's not a peaceful, loving environment, it's not good for my daughter or me. It's certainly not good for my grandson. So we always ask that Spirit diffuse the situation. We ask for love and to pervade the situation and heal the situation in whatever way is possible. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying a retreat. Yes. And so now, remember when we talked about that afterwards and you said, oh my God, these dreams are happening and this is what's going on? Because that's what's happening. That's what happens after you release that energy. Then you have now taken back your power. And when you're standing in your power, then you start noticing all the stuff and it starts coming. So basically, it's stand in your power. It's confirmation that you did the right thing. That's the best thing for you, is that is confirmation that you did the right thing. So that was your message. Okay, let me go back and see who was next. God, that osprey was so beautiful. I wish you could have seen his beautiful white wings. Let's see. Who's next? Robin, thank you. Okay, Robin, you're getting a message from the Crystal Oracle, it looks like. Woo! Doesn't look like we're getting rain. They're such liars. Yeah, rain in California. Yeah, rain goes everywhere but here. Everywhere. Monsoon weather in Sedona. I want to go to Sedona so bad. Correct for neutrality on all levels. If I had a little casita, I could go to Sedona. I could park it free in Arizona, according to Lisa. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I don't know where, but I don't want to be in the freaking heat of the desert. Thank you very much. Okay. For Lisa, Robin. Sorry, for Robin. Gold with quartz. Wow, this is really beautiful. This is like the color of my beryl crystal almost. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So gold with quartz. So I'm seeing a lion here. Do you see the lion? There's his nose, there's his eye, there's his mane, there's his... Isn't that beautiful? See the lion? Ooh, liking this. So, gold is talking about knowing your own worth. There's a lot of love and healing on the crown of this lion. He's breathing in love, breathing in healing too. And he knows his worth, or she. So this is about ideas. There's a lot of emphasis right here on the crown. So ideas, inspirations. These ideas and inspirations that you're going to get, they're going to help you manifest your dreams. They're going to help you manifest what it is that you've been wanting. So over the next few days, the next coming days, 4 days specifically, over the next 4 days specifically, you're going to have a very, very strong intuitive pull. Like your crown is going to be very, very active. You're going to be feeling your intuition flowing. This is about, there's going to be illumination for you. Ideas channeling through to you on something that's going to help you. So in order to have this happen, to facilitate this, you're going to have to get yourself grounded, which is being outside, walking, get your hands in soil. This is going to help you ground, actually, ideas. Sometimes we have these abstract ideas that are like floating around and we don't quite know where to put them. This is going to help you. So take a look at this and meditate. Pull this into your third eye. Take your left thumb over your third eye and say gold with quartz in circuit. And you're going to take on the metaphysical properties of this. This is going to help you manifest the things that you've been wanting to, these ideas and inspirations that you're going to get. They're going to be like little aha moments, like little light switches going on. That's what's going on. Break, break, lines, struts. Things will get better, I know this. Break, break, lines, struts. Brakes, brake lines, struts. What are you talking about? You've got brake line problems with your car? Who's next? That was your message. It was a shorter one, but that was your message. Sometimes it works that way. Saw 5 hawks. Big significant changes happening in your life, always for the better. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with those changes. So who is... I don't remember who's next. You're welcome. Lori? Lori. Welcome home, Lori. Lori. Why did I say Lori? Lori. Welcome home, Lori. Okay. Lori's going to be getting a message from the Magdalene Oracle. This is one of my favorite decks. In your car. Ask Troy to fix it. Ask Troy to look at it. He lives in your freaking building. Make himself useful. Oh, he hates me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. He's somebody I used to know. Catch that hummingbird? You know what? You'll get that done. Actually, that is the truth. You should ask Troy. Because Papa Terry, he knows stuff like that. Papa Terry works on cars, Sherilyn. That's what he does. He works on cars and he's amazing. He knows how to do that kind of stuff. So talk to Troy and ask him. Seriously, I'm honestly saying that. Papa Terry's retired and he's super cool. Papa Terry doesn't live across the street from you. They live on 7th Avenue by the water. But I'm telling you, if you can ask Troy, would your dad take a look at it? I'm sure he would. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Actually, it might make Troy feel useful. Right? Guys like to feel needed. All right, Lori. Divine order. Everything that's going on is happening in divine order, even when we don't understand that it is. Spirit has, I always think of that song by, who is it? Just went right out of my head. Isn't that funny? That's so funny. Divine order. Even when we think things are a complete disaster, everything is happening for a reason. There's a song. See, that's what I'm talking about. The person that I just read for, how those little abstract, Lisa, those abstract ideas that are rolling around in your head, that's like that. I've got that rolling around in my head. I'll think about it as soon as I stop doing this reading. I'll think of the song. But everything is happening in divine order, even when we don't think it is. So sometimes we feel like things aren't moving in the direction that we want them to, or it's never going to happen. We're running out of time. I've been waiting such a long time. We could be getting depressed. We could take a look at the world around us, and there's things that are just not going well, and we could allow ourselves to slip into a bit of a funk, into a bit of a depression. But there's a reason for everything that takes place, even the things that aren't nice, even the things that aren't good. There's a reason. Spirit allows things to happen. It just came back again, that thought. Gosh, I wonder why it keeps pulling away. It's kind of like, and we may not know for a long time why things happen. How many months before was I hearing the juggler with the rainbow balls, the guy juggling the rainbow balls, the guy who says, I am Aquarius, the magician? It kept coming up. And then what? A couple of months later, I ran into this person. What was that all about? I still don't know what that was about. I still don't know what that was about. I don't know what the connection is. And it might not even have been that I will ever know, or I will ever need to know. I said something to him. I thought he had a message for me. But the message was, he kept spinning around on the ground like a break dancer, right? And he's like, I'm not ready right now. I'm not ready. I need to get grounded. And he kept hitting the ground. And I said, no, you need to stop spinning around. You keep spinning around and around and around and around and around and around and around. And you're creating a false sense of motion, just like when you juggle, right? That's what we talked about in this. Where is that? Remember, this kept coming up over and over again. Come on, show it to me fast. The juggler, okay? Remember the guy juggling the rainbow balls. You keep things moving by having creating a false sense of motion. You're keeping yourself busy. It's like, I'm keeping myself working. I'm keeping myself busy. You keep yourself busy doing other things, and by doing that, you think you're getting things done, but you're really not. You're procrastinating. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're avoiding moving forward. And you're not allowing intimacy in. That was the message. You keep things moving like that, and you think, okay, I got to get this done. I'm getting this done. I'm getting my work in life. No, you're not. What you're doing is you're keeping love at a distance, because you don't want to deal with that. So you're going to pretend that you need to get this done. And that's not what it is. It's about stopping. Stop spinning. Stop overanalyzing. Stop. And allow Spirit to bring to you what you've wanted. Stop pushing away what your soul's been longing for, babe. Embrace it, right? That's the message. So I'm up there thinking, this guy has a message for me. No, I had a message for him. But sometimes we don't even know what the message is. We don't even know why certain things happen in us, but Spirit does. That's the song. Wait until we're announced. We've not yet used all our graces. We got something up our sleeves, right? The dogs are going to stay in chains. Everyone's fighting for and competing for a love they won't receive. We know what we're doing. You may not understand why, when I ask you if you want to help us, if you and your love want to help me paint the character home, why I'm giving you 15 buckets of color. I said, God, that's going to look like a dog's breakfast, right? Well, I started thinking about the food, my favorite kind of food, hash brown potatoes, all kinds of vegetables, cheese, eggs, spices. You mix it all up and it looks like a dog's breakfast, and it tastes the bomb. It's bomb, right? So here my father hands my twin a bunch of buckets of color paint, hands me a bunch of buckets of color paint, like this picture. Look at all the different colors in that picture. Well, we're going to paint the house. Oh my God, that's going to look like a dog's breakfast. No, we're painting a character home. If you look at a character home, they're different colors. You've got the base color, then you've got the trim, then you've got the really fine trim, and then you've got the colored door and the shutters. There's so many different colors, and by the time it's done, it looks amazing. You don't look at a rainbow and say, what a mess. Look at all those colors together. You don't look at a hummingbird and say, those birds are ridiculous looking. They've got those little tiny wings and those fat bodies and those long weird beaks. What the hell? You look at a hummingbird and go, wow, that's amazing. So Spirit knows. Spirit says, don't allow yourself to get to the place where you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling disappointed in something, and that you're getting angry at God, or that you're being fearful. There you are again. Oh, you little turkey. Every time I turn around, he runs away. Try and see things from a higher perspective and realize that Everything has a purpose under the sun, and Spirit knows what that purpose is. And this world, so many people think that, you know, oh, it's the beginning of the apocalypse. You know, everybody said that. Children, disobedience to parents, you know, people having no natural affection for one another, earthquakes in one place after another, droughts, fires. Oh my God, this is the beginning of the end of the earth. No, it isn't. There's nothing wrong with our earth. I'm just looking at who's flying towards me. Death, transformation, and rebirth. It's not the end of this world. This world is being reborn. And it's being reborn through us, through the goddess energy. The males who had the gods of war, who have ruled this planet for thousands of years, they're getting kicked out. It's the goddess energy, the loving, love movement, the hippie movement, the love movement that's going to save this planet. Our Father's not going to allow this planet to blow up. There's nothing wrong with this planet. This planet is beautiful. What's wrong with it are the people that are fucking it up. So we are teaching our young ones how to care for this planet. And we're getting bigger and bigger, and our voice is getting louder and louder. There is divine order. So the world doesn't need to be saved. It just needs to be loved. I don't need to save my twin. I just need to love him. He doesn't need to save me. He just needs to love me. You don't need to save your son, Sandy. You just need to love him. I don't need to save my daughter. I just need to love her. Love is the answer to everything. And there's our messages. Who was it that was having a fit and wanting a reading, and the reading was closed? Are they still there? This guy is so thirsty. He has come back to that fountain about 7 times. And he's a big boy. Look at him. He keeps coming back. I think that's super cool. Okay. There were 5 that asked, but there was somebody else. The name, it was, I could find it. Who was it? Melissa? Was it Melissa? I think it was Melissa. Right? Melissa and Bonnie. Okay. All right. So I'll do Melissa and Bonnie, and then we're done. Because that brings it to an even 7, and 7 is my favorite number. You're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations. I want to do it outside. So we're going to go outside, and we're going to use our relationship deck. I want to go outside in case my... Hi, Liger. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? Hi, Lily. Want to say hi? Tell everyone I'm not eating. Mommy's feeding me with the syringe again because I won't eat. Oh my God, she's got an ant right on her face. That's not good. Sorry, guys. Did you see that, Lily? You had an ant on your face. What the hell? That's disgusting. Why did that happen? I don't like that. Okay, I got it off. Okay, we're out here. Pouting? Lily's pouting? Lily's starving herself right now. It's really sad. She's literally starving, and I have to feed her with a syringe. And I put cannabis oil in it, and I put pumpkin puree, which helps for upset stomachs and sensitive tummies. And I put milk thistle, and I put... like I said, a drop of cannabis oil to help settle her stomach, but also to make her hungry. And I blend it all up in a puree, and I shoot it down her mouth with a syringe. Oh, you're pouting? Okay, hold on. Let's just walk out here for a sec. I just want to see if my osprey... He only just showed up just for a second. He's such a turkey. Look at all... I don't know if you guys can see them all, but it's always the vultures that are out when the wind comes. They love playing in the wind. There's so many of them. I love this weather. And the osprey, being that he's a diving eagle, what does the eagle do? The eagle's not afraid of the storm. The eagle uses the energy of the storm and rises higher. I have not forgotten what that man said to me. Don't ever call an Indian chief a crushed acorn. Don't ever think that I'm calling my twin a crushed anything, because he is the osprey. All right. Man's more powerful than he should be. Okay. Oh, you're down there. I don't like you down there. I feel like a... Where can I put you? I don't know how to do this. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. Okay, so I'm reading for Melissa right now. Melissa. What is the most important message for Melissa? You know what? I want to put you guys like this because I kind of want to... Yeah, I want you to see that. Did you hear those hummingbirds? Like, oh, look at this. This ant's carrying his partner away. Where is it? Can you see that? Oh, his buddy got crunched, and he's carrying his buddy. I watched this video on Facebook yesterday about these ants that brought a bunch of rose petals to cover up a bee that had died. And I thought, how beautiful was that? Okay. I do have you attached, so if the osprey comes, I may have to rip you out of that holder, but that's a much better view. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm waiting for the vultures to come right here. They come right next to me, and it's pretty cool if you guys are here with me when one flies right next to my head. I mean, their wingspan's like 3.5, 4 feet wide. Pretty freaking cool. And they're all out right now playing. Ooh, that's a message. All the vultures are out playing right now. All right, Melissa. Okay, Melissa. What appears to be an obstacle to you is an illusion. Oops, sorry. Let's do it this way. There we go. So you see these two, and they feel like there's an obstacle in their path. The obstacle is their own blindness, their own refusal to see what's in front of their face. She's got a whole chest full of puffy clouds. She's dreaming about shooting for the stars, shooting for the moon, landing amongst the stars. She's got big dreams and aspirations. That might be her obstacle. She may be so focused on success or shooting for something that she may not see what's actually truly in front of her. She may create her own obstacle by focusing so much on something that she wants that she doesn't allow it to come to her. This one, I always think of me with this one. That's my hair. It's about keeping your psychic antennae smooth. Keeping your psychic antennae smooth. Cover your eyes and see through your third eye and realize that the obstacles in front of you are actually an illusion. The challenges might appear insurmountable, but they're not. And the way we get to a certain place might be indirect, but it's leading us to where we're supposed to go. To appropriate action, greater clarity, ultimate success. Trust the process. So like I said, when I went up to Santa Cruz, I thought I was going there to meet someone. I really did. I thought my twin was going to be up there. I really did. 100% honest. I thought he was going to be there. I would have laid my life on it. I thought that's why I was going. And it had nothing to do with that. Because it isn't all about my twin. It's about my spiritual path. Right? And so I'll get to where I'm meant to go. The path might be indirect, but it's going to lead me to greater action, greater clarity, and ultimately success, because there's a lot of things that happen in our life. It's not just about one thing. So maybe sometimes we're so focused on one thing that we don't see all the other things that are available to us. We're thinking, I'm not getting there, I'm not getting there, there's an obstacle in my way, when in fact we're the obstacle, right? We're the obstacle. Stop focusing on that and just do your job. Stop focusing on the be-all, end-all is this, and just follow the light. Do your work. It's also telling you that a lot of times we create our own obstacles by our own fear and our own lack of faith in ourselves and our lack of faith in spirit. We sit and overanalyze something. Spirit says we're good to go, and we think, well, no, we're not good to go. We need more money. Or no, I'm not good to go. I need a truck. Or no, I'm not good to go. I need a trailer. Or no, I'm not good to go. No, Spirit says you're good to go. So go. All the other stuff will be added. All the other stuff you need, it'll come to you. I would say most of the time, Spirit shows me that the obstacle is us. Whoa, it's windy. It's windy. I love this wind. I love this wind. I love the fact that my boy's outside. Hi, honey. Hi, handsome. Are you going to be a traveling man? Are you going to be a traveling man? Are you? Are you going to be a traveling man? Are you? Are you? Isn't he beautiful? He's so beautiful. Okay. The next person is Bonnie, right? I thought I did you, Sherilyn. I didn't do a reading for you? I've got a hair in my eye. Hold on. Can't see. Winds of change. Yeah. Yeah. Winds of change. Good changes. Okay. We're going to flip around. We're going to do Bonnie. And then since we're talking about abundance, we'll slide Sherilyn in because she's pouting. Hold on. I just got water all over my card. That's not good. Gotta let that air out now. Dang. I didn't realize I had water on my table. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels for Bonnie. Bonnie lives in Utah. St. George, I think, right? I would love to go there. I need to get there and check it out. I really do. I need to go. There was a carriage house in St. George, Utah that looked really bitchin'. It was a little tiny home. It was a bed and, what is it, Airbnb? I definitely have to get to Utah. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. Bonnie. Communication. Whoa, check it out. The sun just came out. That's cool. Shone on here. So communication. So whatever we say, there's communication between these two. These two are communicating telepathically. Right? They are. The divine masculine. This is a telepathic communication. Anything that we think or say is felt and goes out over the World Wide Web. We are all connected. We can speak to others. They don't even have to be in our physical presence. When I had my osprey fly up, I knew my twin was here, right? Absolutely. He's channeling himself through other things. So you can speak to others through your thoughts, through your heart. I like to speak out loud when I talk to people when they're not here. I do. I just feel like it adds more weight to it. You don't have to, I suppose, but I like doing it that way. So whatever you say, think about the words that you use. Think about the way you speak, right? Whatever you choose to communicate, sincerity is felt by the heart. Remember, things left unsaid are often open to interpretation, so be clear. So if you don't speak your truth, things can be misunderstood, right? If you say just a little bit and you leave it hanging like a dangling participle, somebody's got to fill in the blanks, and they may fill in it the wrong way. Remember I said all those things in that reading the other night, and I said, is it appropriate or inappropriate for me to say these things publicly? And I got no. And I said, does it hurt my twin? Is it embarrass him? No. Does it help the situation? Yes. Why? Because oftentimes people don't know. Sometimes we think people know what we feel. They think we know what they want. We think they know what we want. But we really can't assume that, because that's not the truth. I am connected to my spiritual twin, but I can't read his mind. And if he doesn't say something to me, I don't know what he wants or what he feels, right? And the same thing with me. So it's important, and then that we speak with, that we're authentic, that we speak with feeling, that we speak with, like you know, how do I say? This is rare for him to be out here. Feeling is felt by the heart. Don't put on a pretense. Don't try and be cool. Don't try and be cocky. Don't try and play hard to get. Be authentic. Be truthful. Be open and honest and vulnerable. You're not weak to speak your truth and to be that way. How cute is he? He's scared of so many things. He's afraid of the wind, so for him to be out here is pretty cool. Hi, handsome. Hi. Hi, handsome. I'm glad you're outside. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hi. All right, so now that was your message. It was short, but it was sweet. So now, just as I speak about the divine masculine, there he is. There he is. Yeah? Says, I just want love. I just want your attention. I just want your love. Yeah. All right, so the last one is for Sherilyn. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Yes, it is very pretty. He's rubbing my leg too. He's rubbing my foot. I love that he's outside, period. It's very rare that he's out, like I said. He's so beautiful. He's my boy. He's my boy. He's my boy and I love him. I love him. I love him. Everybody thinks you're beautiful, Liger. Do you know that? You don't know how beautiful you are, do you? No. You don't know how beautiful you are. You don't. God, I can't stand it. I love him so much. Okay, so yours is a retreat. So, before making a decision, retreat. Think about it. Before moving forward, you just might need a retreat. You might need to rest. You might have dreams coming, some ideas coming. As soon as I said that, the light shone bright. Before a decision is made, a period of waiting must pass. Conserve your energy and listen to the voice of your inner guidance. You will know when it's time to act. Before a decision is made, a period of waiting must pass. So whatever it is that's going on might be affected by outside circumstances, and there is a time of waiting that has to happen. We don't know why, but Spirit is saying that that's the case. So relax. Listen to when your inner voice tells you to act, and then you do it. Conserve your energy. So you may need your energy. You may be overtired. You may have been pushing it. This is the weekend. We are supposed to relax. So that's your message. Before a decision is made. So don't be hasty in making any choices, any decisions. Sometimes we feel like we've got to make a decision now. And you don't have clarity. So before we have clarity, we don't act. If we can't figure it out, we let it go. We don't think about it, we let it go. We do something else. We garden, we go for a walk, we have a nap, we watch a movie. We do something else other than what it is that's on our mind. Right now, Spirit's saying a decision can't be made, either because you need more information, there's certain things that have to fall into place, or you're too tired to deal with whatever needs to happen, or that is the way you're going to get some information, is in your dream time. So that's your message. Yes, Joy, you can have a reading. That'll bring us to 8, which means we are infinitely supplied. In every area of your life, Spirit is making sure that we are infinitely supplied. Don't you think it's interesting that my osprey only shows up when I speak about my twin? He shows up to make an appearance and then he's gone. He literally just shows up, says, "Hey, babe," and then he's gone. He's such a cheeky bugger, you know? I don't know. It's for you. You have to ask yourself what it is. Okay, so now we're going to go to Joy's message. Correct for neutrality. Look what happened to my card. Got wet. Got to air it out. That sucks. I love this deck. Correct for neutrality. I beat the hell out of my cards. My gosh. Maybe I could get a new one of these. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I just realized that my power animal deck, I'm missing like 5 cards. I don't know where they are. I must have been up in Idlewild and they must have, slid down the side of the cliff or something. So now I'm going to have to get that deck. God. My power animals by, what's his name? Oh, look who got up. Little Miss Skinny Pants. Hey. Is it time for me to shoot some more food down your throat? No? Okay. Joy. Shift. This is an interesting reading. So there's 2 messages in this. One, you need to shift your perspective on something. Or you need to shift the energy on something. I'm looking at a man holding this woman. He's looking at his phone and he's looking at her. And she's looking back at him. But she's not really there. She's on the phone. Right? It could be a picture of her that he's looking at. But she's not really in his physical presence. You're wrapped up in imagining conversations with someone who's not in the room. Stop. Shift your focus fully to the present moment. Connect to your joy. Somebody's not here. Basically, it's kind of like when you see people walking along with their cell phones, right? They're walking outside. They're in an environment like this, right? Or they're at some beautiful place and everybody's on their cell phone. They're all looking down at their cell phone. They're not enjoying where they are or what's in front of them. They could be missing messages. They should be relaxing, but they're staring at their phone because who you're looking at isn't even there. They're not there. And while they're not there, you need to enjoy the moment that you're in. Or maybe you need to shift something in this situation. Why are they not there? Why are you only staring at a picture of this person in your hand? They're not physically with you. Clearly there's loving thoughts here. Look at the heart. Look at the color of love all around here. If there's somebody that you're thinking about, so much so that you're staring at them on your phone, why are you not talking to them? Maybe you need to shift the circumstances. She's looking back at you too. You're imagining a conversation. They're not there. So are you imagining what would be said? Maybe you're imagining somebody saying something snotty. Maybe you're imagining somebody coming back with a negative answer. What is it that you're imagining? Whatever it is, it's not even real. If you want to make it real, then you need to do something about making it real. But until then, shift your focus to the present moment and connect to your inner joy. So she's looking back with an attitude. I feel like he's holding this thing and he's imagining how this conversation is going to go, and it's not going to go very well. So you're creating your story. You're creating a negative space. So connect to the puffy clouds and the love and the light and imagine things working out very, very well. And right now, enjoy your moment. Right now, present. Where are you presently? And as I say that, 2 hummingbirds go by. Did you hear them? You probably couldn't hear them because of the wind, but they were like talking. Connect to your joy. Connect to the good stuff. Connect to the positive feelings. Because this, I mean, that's what I'm picking up when I'm looking at that, is that she's got an attitude. And he's imagining some conversation taking place. But we don't know what somebody is feeling if we don't ask them. We don't know what somebody is going to do. If you propose this idea, you could say, yeah, well, this person's got this in mind. This is what they want to do. Yeah, but they don't know what you want to do. Maybe if you said this, they would feel differently. You don't know. You're imagining something. And the only way that you can change that is to shift to a positive thought. Shift to, maybe I need to shift this whole situation so I'm not staring at a picture. I'm standing in front of a person. Right? Yeah, that is what my twin is saying. Catch me if you can. And he swoops away. And I'm not chasing him. Fuck that. He knows where I live. He knows where I live. He does like to play games. I don't like playing games. I would like to play different kinds of games. Fun games. I like to play games that we play together. Not where one runs and the other one goes chasing after. We've done that game for 21 years. I'm over that. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Ooh, you guys, look at this. You want to talk about connecting to the present moment. Look what just opened for me. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Whoops. My phone just went weird. Isn't that a beautiful one? Hot pink, red passion in the center, going to hot pink to light orange, sacral chakra. This is passionate sexual energy all rolled up in one. Woo! Hothouse flower. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. All right. So for me, what is the most important message for me? How do I shuffle these suckers? Let's see. Let's shuffle these. Correct for neutrality on all levels for me. I get one too. Oh, come on. No butting heads. I don't want to fight with you. There we go. I don't want to fight with you. I just want happiness. I want love. Besides, Spirit told me I had to pick him up. Maybe that's what he's showing me. Come get me. He's not running away. He's saying, come get me. So he needs to tell me that, because I already got that from Spirit. Remember in the reading? When I used the pendulum? It said, you have to pick him up. Maybe he doesn't have a car. Maybe he also needs to get a truck. Maybe he just has the trailer and he doesn't have a truck. If he needs me to pick him up, he needs to let me know. I'll go get him. Maybe that's why the osprey went flying by, because that is how he sent his spirit out to tell me, come get me. If you want me, come get me. Okay, I'll come get you if I know where you are. Okay, This is my message for me. Most important message for me. Transformation. The waiting game. Something is about to be birthed. Something beautiful. And she's relaxing. That's what I was just told to do, right? We were just told to do that. Look at all the love. She's holding on to that baby in her belly. Well, this is my message. I hold on to my baby, and I do. I hold on to my twin. Look at his head lying on my chest right here, right? And there's his body. He's like Pac-Man. Pac-Man, pack. That's what he's doing. He's packing. So I lay back on this cushion of healing and love, and all the little choppy waves out there, but it's puffy clouds, right? It's beautiful. And these curtains, remember I said I don't want to play games? I want to play a game with him. These curtains need to be dropped, these passionate curtains. You struggle with confusion as you move towards your potential, but trust the changes that will bring more love and fulfillment than you ever dreamed possible. Damn straight. Damn straight. I'm ready for that. Arms are open. Bring it. Trust the changes that will bring more love and fulfillment than you ever dreamed possible. You move towards your potential. What is your highest potential? You're bringing something into life. You're birthing something into life. There's a new beginning, and it's going to be bomb. Love it. That's my message for me, so woohoo. Okay. There he comes. There he comes. He's right there. It's my osprey. He's flying high. You see him? I don't know if you guys can see him. Come back here. Come right up to me. Where do I have it too zoomed in so you can't see him? There he is. I'm sorry. He's right there. Come on. There you go. There you go, big and beautiful. Woo! Wow. Okay, you guys. Over and out from Canyon Lake. I'm going to go get some lunch. And I'm going to go for a walk and see what messages. Maybe I'll do a couple videos when I'm walking along. I always find some cool stuff as I'm going for a walk. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me. This was fun. Thank you, Sandy and Sherilyn, for being my secretaries. Secretaries plural. Look at that. I'm moving up in the world. Spirit said I'm moving up in the world, right? Now I got 2 secretaries. Oh, you're so welcome. It was so fun. It was wonderful. Hugs and snuggles to all my family back in Sturgeon Bay and out to you guys. Right? Here's a hug. I could sure use a hug. Love you guys. You guys are freaking rocking. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to go give Lily her syringe of food. She's going to hate me. All right, enjoy your rest of your evening. I'll see you, I think tomorrow I'm going to be going with my girlfriend up to Idlewild, up in the mountains. So we might get rain, who knows. She likes wine, and I'll probably gag down some wine, so I might be feeling a little happy while I'm up there. So again, if anybody would like help with a private reading, dream analysis, long-distance Reiki healing, I'm your girl, www.theangelswhisper.com. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please like and subscribe to the videos and share them so other people can get the messages too. And there is a donation button if you guys would ever feel inclined to donate to my work to help me continue to do this. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm looking again to see if he's going to show up close and personal, but so far I am noticing something else though. Look at in my card, the water. Remember that water, right? And the blue sky with the puffy clouds. It's not quite that clear yet, but the sun is coming up over there. Transformation is taking place, and it's a good one, and that's what the California condors are saying. That's what they speak about, death, transformation, and rebirth. So that's what's going on, so yay. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk again soon. Bye.